management of the school, staff, all students, parents, invited guests, our friends from the media, chats, reps, all protocols duly observed. I'm so excited to be here at JACHIE Pramso Senior High School. I think the name JACHIE Pramso lies heard by almost every Ghanaian. You cannot be a Ghanaian and say, I've never heard of JACHIE Pramso. Because I was fully determined that my current situation came out of my experience at the school, and I will never mention any school without mentioning JACHIE Pramso. So JACHIE Pramso is sold to Ghana and sold to the world. High School. So I also mentioned Kumasi High School. But Japan is always the place where it all started. Many years ago, young people before you were born, this school was founded. We came here at a time when there were about 300 of us in the school. Not more, maybe less. It was an interesting time in this school. There was no running water. We fetched our water from back here. We couldn't go to Yakwando, it was too far. See, there was an attempt to build a classroom block, and there was too much water coming from the soil, so the construction was abandoned. Out of that, a pool connected, and out of that, we drank from it. We used to call it Pete because we saw voices coming in there. And I remember very well when the principal at the time, Mr. Chilford, when he heard that we were complaining about Peter Shoe, was in Panay, Mubwa, Peter Shoe, and then about Shoe. So, to wait, voices don't like water. So, how do they come and swim in the water? Therefore, continue to drink it, and we continued, and we drank it. So Pepe Show was very famous here. All that I'm saying is that we started from some very humble beginnings. Today, the school is different. Things have changed, and it will continue to evolve into becoming that kind of school that the principal or the head of school has dreamt of, a category A school. We all have to work together and elevate that school. That the headmaster wants us to elevate the school to. I want to pay tribute at this time to the various headmasters who have come and have done their bit in this school. From Mr. Abankro, the founding headmaster, to Mr. Apogwa, Mr. Trifu Mreku, Mr. M.V. Osei, Mr. Brefu Jima, Mr. J. Ando, Mr. E.K. Jeff. Some of these people have never been there. They came after I left. And then Mr. S.K. Dombo, Mr. Minta Afaribuwak. And Wak. Some of you know him. And then after that, we also have, of course, the hard-working Mrs. Famille. She was transferred. So Ms. Family left, but she left a legacy here. Her name is always mentioned by those who know something about this institution. Then after that, Mr. Paul and J. Boachi, I think we saw him here this morning. And then after that, it was Nana Kingsford, Kunedu Hiano. And then Mr. Francis Doko and Mr. Opoku Kingsford. That is the last but one. Then for the first time we got an old boy headmaster and he's here. So this is the first time. So that's the old boy. He has to do a show. He needs to show us he's truly an old boy. So far so good. support you. JAPAS has to be the best. I want to be remembered as one of the best education ministers in the world. Not in Africa, the world. And the best education minister in the world cannot come from a low-performing school. So JACHIE Pramso, you have work to do. We need to make this place the best. Otherwise, I can't keep on mentioning your name. So let us all work together and make JAPAS the kind of school we want it to be. Today is a great day for all of us. 54 years. It has been a great journey. Difficult at times, but with fear and determination, JAPAS has forged ahead. We hear of the great things that you are doing, and we are very, very proud of you. I know that this building is yet to be completed. The ministry has cancelled the first contract we have re-awarded. Within the next 2 weeks, the contractor should be here to finish this. I want to make sure. See, I'm completing the second term of Nana Adutwum as the Minister for Education. And I want this finished and finished fast so that I can hand this building to the school, know that it has been done under Nana Adutwum. I want to finish up the project that he brought to us. The first third building, not too far from here, Grassroots Block, was brought by Nana Adutwum. A girls' dorm about to be completed, brought by Nana Adutwum. A boys' dorm already completed, Nana Adutwum. And then you have administrative block by Nana Adutwum. Your first dining hall, almost about to be roofed by Nana Adutwum. Clap for Nana Adutwum. And don't forget the MPP gathering. We have our transformation. And of course, we are about to transform education in this country. And I'll tell you this, our record will be unmatched. Our record. We came at a time when young men and women with no family resources could not go to secondary school. At JACHIE Pramso, when we were here, first day of school, you need to pay your fees and to go to the dining hall. The young people who are here understand that it was not this way when we were here. Yeah, you can stop that. It was not this way when we were here. Those who could not pay their school fees could not go to the dining hall to eat. And most people could not pay all the fees. So you pay half of the fees, they allow you to eat, then the headmaster will call the senior housemaster, hand them a list, and say, go and send all those children home, go and get their school fees. Young people, you'll be sent home, whether your mom has money or no money. You are going home to collect the money that you know your mom doesn't have, but you have to go home. That was the Ghana before Nana Adutwum. When exams are going to be held, you are sent home to go and get your school fees. Some people were driven out of examination room when exams has already started because they haven't paid their fees. And by the way, you go to school and we pay fully for them. It is not happening in most places in the world, but in Ghana it is happening. Then we moved on from giving access to secondary education to a point where we said that we need to change what you learn in high school. Accounting is great, business is great, but what about STEM? So we began 4 years ago the introduction of STEM programs in high schools. We have built new STEM schools across the country, and in Mosomchi, you know, we have some here. Not too far from here, you have the Mosomchi STEM High School. Now it's a boys' school. Then you go not too far from here, you have Mosomchi Girls STEM High School. STEM is how countries have changed their fortunes. This academic year, a number of high schools are offering new courses. And you're going to see that for the first time, engineering is formally being offered in our high schools. Besides that, manufacturing engineering is a high school course now in Ghana. Besides that, computer science and engineering is a high school course in Ghana now. We are doing aviation and aeronautical sciences in high school. In Ghana, we now have probably one of the only high schools in the world that has a tarmac for flying drones, the Fiakobi and girls. You can see those girls building drones and flying drones in Ghana. And I don't know if the screen is good enough for you to see, but the drone is there and it's going to take off. And it has taken off. It goes into the clouds. In about 45 minutes, it comes back to land. And this is happening in Ghana. You see, when I hear politicians destroying each other, saying that we have destroyed Ghana's education system, I say to myself, you don't know what you are talking about. Any politician who says every government has destroyed education system in Ghana is just lying to you. We have come to make it better. And we are making it better every day. So, oh boys and students, no. I want you to know that education transformation has begun in Ghana. High school has been changed, but also know that we need to change our junior high schools. The dilapidated building, the old rundown junior high school cannot be what junior high school should be in Ghana. I recently said it in America that we cannot educate 21st century children in 19th century buildings and expect a 21st century outcomes. It's not going to be. So we are changing our public schools. You see, if you can see, you know that in Ghana you can define public schools as rectangular shaped buildings painted brown and yellow, where the students wear black and yellow uniforms. So you go to classroom, this is what you see. Now we've moved from here to junior high schools that are going to be very different. This is your new junior high school. But I know some of you are saying, look at the politician, this is a drawing. We have real one done. Let me see. This is the one we've done at JACHIE. Next month, we're going to commission this junior high school, Dr.Osei Adutwum Junior High School, JACHIE. Now, let me tell you what's going to happen at JACHIE. When we open this school, all the old junior high schools are going to be shut down. All students are moving here. They are moving to a building with biology, chemistry, and physics lab, plus an engineering lab for a junior high school. We have one that completed our Sudan And directly opposite JACHIE Pramso, you're also going to have one of these called JACHIE Pramso Lower Secondary School. So students are going to do STEM there before they move into JACHIE Pramso here. We have to change the course of history of our nation. All countries that have seen transformation of their fortunes have seen that it is until they change the education system that their nation got transformation. Ghana cannot be an exception. Ghana's future is going to be bright because we want to change education. In all schools, computers are coming. If JACHIE Pramso haven't received yours, it should come very soon. Every student is getting a tablet, a computer. Every student in high school. If you can see, this is Obokwa and how the classroom looks like. Every student at once now has a tablet. And on the tablets are the e-books. So all the high school books are going to be loaded onto the tablet. You read your book on the tablet. You do your homework on the tablet. You do your classwork on the tablet. Assignment is sent to the teachers and is graded using artificial intelligence. You know, you accuse politicians for saying that plans are far advanced and it's in the pipeline, right? MPP government doesn't do pipeline politics. It's here. Some of you have never seen it. We've done it and we are talking about it because it's the right thing to do. Ghana has to be transformed and we are transforming education in order for us to transform our country. Let me do some small local politics. I became the Minister of Education, of course, but before that I was an MP. I was an MP before appointed Deputy Minister. When the MPP government started, there were only 3 senior high schools in this constituency. Now, things have changed. If you look at the upgraded ISS schools that have become technical institutes, secondary schools and technical combined are many in Bosomtwe. Now, Pramso, the support of Nananda, his leadership, has St. Michael's Technical Institute. So Pramso has his own secondary school. And they said JACHIE Pramso with JACHIE. And JACHIE also has Bosomtwe STEM, which is next door to Japas here. In addition, I built a private school which I gave to the government because I felt strongly that if the government is introducing free secondary education, they can take my school. So JACHIE has 2 secondary schools and technical institute in addition to JACHIE Pramso. Across Bosomtwe, we have not less than 12 secondary and technical institutes. I'm grateful to the chiefs who, under their leadership, give us opportunity to operationalize schools that we have started. And today we are doing more. Across the country, new schools have been built and we continue to build them. I think in Bosomtwe, the latest one is at Sewe. But you see, if you look at these images, you see a new junior high school learning environment. This is a public junior high school, not private. The children are dressed differently. They are learning differently. They are doing science lab report. And they are doing music. Many, many things are happening. And that's what we are replicating in other junior high schools. And you see that this school has students coming from many, many towns in Bosomtwe, and they come to junior high school here, not too far from here, JACHIE Pramso. So yeah, Japas is for the local schools. But headmaster, who was expected to win? It has to be Japas. But until he came, Osei Adutwum senior high was beating them. So that's why he was happy. Now they are winning. Now they are winning. And we expect Japas to constituency. Ladies and gentlemen, students, I want you to get a few things from here. If you do not remember anything, I want you to leave this event, apart from the awards that you're going to get, with a few things that will help you become the best in the world. It's not easy to be a former student of Japan's and go out there and do big things. Because sometimes if you are not careful, where you went to may be the reason why you limit yourself. Once upon a time, Japan was doing well in sports. Then we felt that, hey, we were great. We did not pay too much attention to sports again. And then, most of the times, you go to Massive Sports Stadium, when the whistle is blown, Japan is last. It was a bad time for us. The can-do spirit and attitude have left us. Before the whistle is blown, Japan student is on the ground. He couldn't run. Because there was lack of mental toughness. The can-do spirit, the growth mindset had left the school, had left us. The days when we won volleyball competition, regional level, JACHIE PRAMSO was gone. And we're last, or not. But today, the headmaster wants to do something different and want to support you. To really lift us up and become the best. But I want you to know that you can't become the best without having a growth mindset. A mindset that tells you that I don't care whether I went to Japan or I went to Kodobenda Senior High School, I can still be the best in the world in what I'm doing. Don't be complacent. Don't be complacent. Don't do something small and say to you, oh God, thank you for what I've done for me. I don't know how to thank you, God, and God is saying you can do more. Especially those of us who go to the Church of Pentecost, you go and give a testimony. Thank God on the Sunday for what the God has done for you. You are nobody, He has made you somebody. And God is saying to Himself, this girl, I can do more for you. After you thank me, go and do more. Don't be complacent. When I found myself in America, high school teacher, I should have been complacent. I should have said to myself, for a young man who grew up at JACHIE, somebody who had to weave baskets and sell in Kumasi. See, you go and sell the baskets, and the first place I used to go to was the Methodist book depot to buy a book. Because there was no book in my house, my mom didn't go to school, dad didn't go to school, I had to buy my own books. There are some people in the room here who we used to pick the baskets with. Paul Adutwum. He was a master craftsman, basket making. You see, from that humble background, you go to America and you are teaching in high school. If you are not careful, you will stop there. You'll be so happy. Because when you come back to your famous hometown, JACHIE, and you tell anyone that I teach at high school, they will be very happy and proud of you because they know you and I teach in American high school. But I was not complacent. I said to myself, if white people can be headmasters, I also can be a headmaster. So I'm not going to sit here and be happy that I come from JACHIE and I'm a teacher in the high school. That attitude is what gave me the opportunity to secure money, grant, to build schools in America. Because my attitude is that wherever the white man can do, I can do it. So young people, I want you to know, don't rest on your laurels. When achievement has come, you've done some great things, don't ever tell yourself that, oh, I'm okay, JACHIE PRAMSO graduate, I'm not doing more than the Prempeh College graduate, therefore I should be happy. No, don't be happy. Dream big. Let the world know that a JACHIE PRAMSO graduate can also one of the best education ministers in the world. If I want to be the best in Ghana, it's not difficult. Best in Africa is not difficult. Best in the world is challenging. But I have to work hard. I have to get the mental toughness to overcome challenges and work hard and produce outcomes that will make me the best education minister in the world. Same thing. If you want to be the best student in chemistry, work hard, be determined. Go to your chemistry teacher and say, sir, I want to be the best chemistry teacher student Japan has ever known. Please help me. The teacher may laugh a bit at the beginning and say, I thought you were oh, chemistry not the best. The class runs out already. But you persist and say, sir, I really feel within me that I can be the best. The teacher will one day remember your story. And that day, if he didn't help, next time he may help and you can become the best in chemistry. I want you to have a vision of yourselves as individuals that God created for greatness. God did not create you for mediocrity. You were not born to be average, and you cannot be average. You have to be the best creation of God. Be determined. If the test scores have not been good, your year should be the best. If nobody has gotten 1 or A in chemistry before, get it for us. Growth mindset is what will lead you to places. Before 1954, psychologists, biologists, medical doctors said that nobody can run 1 mile under 4 minutes. 4 minutes or less. Nobody. And they even went further to say that the biological systems of the body will not allow that to happen. And in fact, they predicted that the first person who will run 1 mile under 4 minutes will die. Roger Bannister was willing to die. Roger Bannister practiced and practiced and practiced. In 1954, he ran the mile under 4 minutes. He collapsed at the end, and Roger Bannister later on said when he collapsed, he thought he was dying. He never died. And today, many people have run 1 mile under 4 minutes. So challenge the status quo. Don't allow the status quo to define you and who you will become. JACHIE Pramso boys, let's step up and do more for our school. On this one, I want to commend a year group that I'm not part of. That the most active year group of JACHIE Pramso is the 1982 year group. But you see, I can promise you something. 1983 is coming. 1983 will take over very soon. I am 1983. And I'll make sure we change overtake you. But you have done very well for our school. We want to commend you for the work that you do. And other year group, please step up. This morning I was very happy when I saw the musical instruments that the students were using. Here's 1994. Year group that bought it for the student. 94, are you here? Stand. If you are here, stand and let's commend you. Okay, you've also done very well. So you see, next year when we come back for another speech and prize giving, I want to still comment some year groups. So if your year group was not mentioned, go and work hard so that it will be mentioned the next time that we come here. We have to be the best and be the best because Japan can be the best. So let's step up and help this school. Let's step up and do more. I'll let you know this. When I became the minister, COVID time, not much resources. But I was determined that we will follow up the free senior high school with many other things. Ministry of Education in Accra is St. Barnabas. St. Barnabas Junior High School. I visited the school a few months back. I met the students, and you can see this is an Anglican school, blue uniform, and I went to JACHIE Anglican, so I could identify with them very much. The environment there, for those in front that you can see, this was the environment. The closest school to the Ministry of Education was in a bad state and a very bad state. I decided that something could be done about it, and therefore I would do something about it. So this school that you see has now seen major transformation, and this is the new school, St. Barnabas Junior High School. Next week the school will be commissioned. I gave you this example to tell you that if you accept the status quo, you will less for your country. If you do not accept the status quo as normal, you look for new ways of doing new things for your country. We have not done it all, but we have begun something great. And this has become caught my attention. Somebody called me and we discussed it. And you can see, this is JACHIE. Now, the school looks different. This is the school now. All across Ghana, public schools are seeing transformation. This is Azan MA Basic School, Yellow Crow. This is the new Azan Basic School, Yellow Crow. I'm showing you this, young people, for you to understand that in the future, if God bless you with an opportunity, do it well. Don't accept the status quo. It shouldn't be that because of this, there's something that I cannot do. We can all do more for our country. You don't do to impress, but you do it to feel good. That when you got the opportunity, you have done something spectacular. JACHIE Pramso. Dr.Osei Adutwum is very proud of what you are doing. I'll continue to let the world know that there's a great school called JACHIE Pramso. As I doubt your greatness, help me become the best so I can continue to talk about you and what you have done. Today is October 26th. In a few days, there's going to be elections in this country. It's an election that is pivotal for our nation. And it's not because I'm part of the government. I'll tell you one thing. We can't turn back the clock of progress in education. If you may not have been impressed by many things, I tell you this, what we are doing in education is unprecedented. If we stay the course, you are going to see a transformation you have never seen before. This is a school at Sewura in Bosomtwe constituency. Many people say it's like a university, but it's a high school. It's a high school. We have schools like this all across the country. Go to Northeast region of Ghana, Pasempe. The kind of high school you see there in many places around the world to be a university. This is Pasempe. This is a modern high school with 12 science labs. 12 of them, yeah. Nana the headmaster. I don't want you to check out and go to Basampe. So this is a high school in Ghana. Abomosu has the same thing. Kwasi has the same thing. By the way, Awasu has one of the most beautiful high schools in the world. Awasu. Look at the classroom. A smart board. That's how the teacher teaches. They have a field chamber for chemistry experiments here in Ghana at Awasu. That's a chemistry lab. We are seeing a profound change in our education system. If you give us a chance to continue and accelerate the change, you're going to see the same transformation that South Koreans have seen and Singaporeans have seen, because they did exactly the same thing that we are doing in Ghana today. And the outcome would just be like this, because we are laying the foundation. In many, many places across the country, education transformation is being witnessed. I want to plead with you. Help make me another education minister in 2025. Then Japan will see total transformation. But the trick is this, I'm going to get about 55% of your students. But I cannot make myself a minister for education. Somebody has to make me, and that somebody is on the ballot. So when you help me, you help me, and then we'll have a better Ghana. I just want everyone here, everybody, I'm grateful for your support. The last almost 8 years as Deputy Minister and Member of Parliament for Osotwe, you have given me incredible support. Whenever I needed it, Nana gave it to me. If it was getting land for new schools, Osotwe chiefs, you did well. JACHIE Pramso SHS, you did well. You have given me support, and I'm very, very truly appreciative of the support that you have provided me, so that I can go about my work and support the president in his vision and agenda. This is a social media world, so I can't look at this as a local event. People may be watching this from around the world, and on that score, I want to take advantage of that opportunity to thank the President of the Republic, Nana Adutwum, for the opportunity he extended to me. And I know in a few ministers we have a regional minister who was also appointed by Nana Adutwum, 2 ministers from one region. Many other appointees, either they are from Osotwe or came to Japan, and this is something the President has truly done for Osotwe. I'm very grateful to him. Now, a few years ago, before he became the President, he met me in America. He came to visit one of my schools, and he asked me if I was willing to come back to Ghana to help him change the education system. I responded in the affirmative. I came. He has offered me the opportunity to really help him change the education system of our nation. I believe that when the history of transformation is being written, Nana Adutwum's name will be in. He will be one of the presidents who laid the foundation for the transformation of our nation. And when that of education is being written, maybe my name will be in the appendix, but it will be in. And when my name is in the appendix, it will be followed by the school I attended, JACHIE Pramso the place to stay. Yeah, I see I'm a once old boy in front here. I just want you to know that young people, let's work hard. Let's change the course of history of our school as we change our own personal stories across the villages and towns that you come from. You need to be the most famous citizen coming from that village if there has never been one from there. And as you all work hard to change your personal stories and your family histories, you are changing that of JACHIE Pramso Senior High School. Do not forget the story of Roger Bannister. Do not forget growth mindset. And by the way, do not forget 10,000-hour rule. People who have succeeded because they practice and practice and practice. So there's something called the 10,000-hour rule. I don't want you to forget that. So remember Roger Bannister, the first person to run a mile under 4 minutes, and say to yourself, you can be like him. You can set a record. Let us all work together and change our dear school. Let us work together and one day tell the story of a JACHIE Pramso, a school the world has never known before, but the school that will be setting records in every aspect of man endeavor. I'm proud to be a JAPA's boy. Thank you.